You must take it personal to you to build something out of it. And intentional effort means that you are going to implement. So let us take that effort from today. If you know that, oh, you were not keeping up with all the whole classes, if they are replays, please go back to listen to the replays and get to implement it. Thank you all. So if you are with me, you know that I like reactions, I like your questions, I like you to put in the chat. Please go ahead and do that. So please celebrate yourself if you have been consistent. If you have been consistent from the first session till now, I celebrate you, even as I celebrate myself. That is the first step of consistency. The fact that you can follow through a training to this time. I celebrate you all. Yes, thank you, Annie, for watching. So we'll get started now. As we know, job search is hard. There's no need to sugarcoat it. There are people that look for jobs for more than 10 months, some 6 months before they get job, while some, maybe they don't even really have to look for job, But irrespective, job search is hard, and then you must know the how. So there are strategies to job search. And the funny thing is that you are not taught how to find a job in school. Yeah, nobody teaches you in school that this is how you write your CV. In fact, writing a letter is maybe just an official letter to the school. It was never how to write a letter to get a job. So, job search is hard and you must learn it. You must learn it. So, I need you all to pay attention to this class. The presentation slide might be shared with you. You already shared it with the community, so should make it available to you so you can go through it. It's just a very simple work book that you can work with. So we'll be moving towards the next slide. Please go through the next slide, Ayomide. All right. So as I said, the importance of job search is the fact that job search is not easy, and so it is very important that you have I think you have passed it again. So it's very important that you have a job search strategy. Use your right icon on the no. Okay, let's just give her a minute. Okay. Yeah. So it is important that you are able to know exactly the strategies. But before that, I will refer back to what we spoke about last week on knowing exactly what job you are looking for. When somebody comes to meet me and say that, oh, I'm looking for a job, and then I tell the person what kind of job, the person says any job, it shows that that person is confused. So it means that if right now you are being asked what job are you looking for and you say any job, it shows that you are confused. You do not know what job exactly that you are supposed to apply for. So the first thing is to know what job you are supposed to apply for. That is that you are find out what you want to be in future, probably in the next 5 years. And as I told you earlier, it comes from what were your interests over time, what is your career progression during that period. It's not hard. You don't have to, like, because you have not got into tech at all, you just want to jump into it and then you don't even have any experience. As I said, if you remember during the second session, start with what you have, what you know. That is the career that you have. As you grow, you can now transition based on what you have learned or based on your interest. So take for example, if you studied biochemistry and then in finishing you notice that this is more of what you like in the area, maybe in that course area, look for the jobs that are available in that place and then start searching for job in that area. Don't just search for job randomly around everywhere. It makes you, some of the time when you now get a job some places, it takes a long time for you to adapt, or maybe you are not good on the job. It's not because you are dumb, it's just because you did not take the job that is right for you. So it's as simple as maybe from the course that you did in school, there are some that you have best course. Take for example, when I did my WAEC, my best course was economics. I just really loved economics because of the analytics in it, and also because of scarcity, demand, and supply. Those were like my best subjects because they look very relatable to me. And then in choosing a course in school, I obviously wanted to choose. I wanted to choose economics too, but I end up choosing accounting. But see, yet I found out that research was like one of the best course because it also was relatable. So as you grow, you will definitely have what you have more interest in. So those are the areas that you should. Those are the areas that you should look out for. So let me not talk so much on that. All right. So we have talked about knowing your career goal is very important, and also the industry. So if you are a fresh graduate, you must from the career that is the course that you studied, look for the jobs that are applicable in those areas, and then look for the industries that are also applicable. So what you need to check is your interest and your values. Do your interest and values align with such kind of industry? So take for example, if you studied accounting, you will know that in almost every industry there will be an accountant. But is it all kind of industry you are to apply to? Take for example also in an industry, take say a supermarket, right? A business industry. You will know that they work almost every day. They work Sunday to Sunday. There is no break. That means as an accountant, there's possibility that you work Monday to Saturday. There's possibility that what you will be doing will majorly be profit and loss, like incoming receivables and payables. So you should already know what industry you are to apply to. Should you apply to oil and gas industry? Does the industry seem like what you are interested in? Those are the things that you should look at when you're applying, so that you are just focused on the industry and the job that you're applying. I hope this is clear. If this is clear, let me see your emoji so I know you can also hearing me. All right, very good. So the next is, yes, as I mentioned, align. Make sure that you are researching companies and roles that align with your skills and interests. Those things are very important. People do not pay attention to it. The skills that you are good at and your interest, your personal interest, also your values. For someone like me, I don't play with my Saturday and Sunday. Not because of I like to sleep. I have personal things. I have religious activities that I don't play with. I am full-time ministry on Saturday and Sunday. So I obviously would not take a job that will require me to work on Saturday and Sunday. Also, I also want a job where even if it is on site, I can close on time and then nobody will call me in the middle of the night. So it will determine the kind of industry I will apply. So those things are important for we not taking up a job that you get burnout. It is not because of the job is toxic. It is because your interests do not apply to those places. I bet you I worked in a place where I always am complaining, but there are people that are happy. They are so happy working in that job because their interest it aligns with the company culture. For me, it doesn't. What was the difference? I don't just like a hotel setting, and the place looked like an hotel setting, and I am not just okay with it. But some other people they like it. Some people like tech, but for me, I probably might not so much like tech because there are some things and there are some values there that are not recognized. I hope we are understanding what I'm saying. If you are following me, please let me see your emojis. Very good. All right. So you then the next thing in job searching, after you have understand this, the very foundation of what I have emphatically talked about, the next thing is are way ahead of just maybe Jobberman, BB, Job Nigeria, Career Nigeria, and all of those job platforms. There are some platforms that are specifically for tech. So what I can advise if you are in tech or you are just about going into tech, you go to TikTok. I mean not TikTok. I mean X. That's Twitter. And then check for communities. So there are some tech communities where they share tech related jobs. Also, if you're a freelancer, there are also communities and there are also some apps. Take for example Upwork. So that is a platform for you to apply for freelancing jobs and gigs. Then LinkedIn is also a good platform, but it is general, right? So that means that since you have the foundation of what you want to apply for and the industry you want to apply for, you do use the filter to find the job and find the skills and all of that, and then turn on the notification so that you can get those job related adverts to you. So you can, what you can do is you go online or use ChatGPT and send you the link of all job platforms that relate to your niche or relate to your career your career choice. Do you understand? Yeah. Do we understand that? Yeah. Okay. So the next on job strategies is also tapping into hidden job markets, like referrals and networking, and also alumni groups. Yeah. So you can much more do well in joining communities. There are so many HR communities that HR do, because I know that some things that some other HR people do is they build communities where young professionals can join. I think look for HRCs. Yeah, HRCs on Twitter. She has community, and it's a very wide range of community where people that are job seekers can leverage on, and then she will just share job opportunities there. So there are so many communities like that that you can join, and then you maybe your alumni group, or it's not all type of alumni. There are some that are more specific. So, but much more leverage on communities. There are so many communities that are assisting, but you have to look for it. They won't come to you. You have to go online. You have to use the search. You have to use ChatGPT. These are tools that are right at your fingertips that you can use, and then you can get results. You can get almost immediate link. If you type on ChatGPT, search for the link of communities where you have job opportunities for particular kind of roles, you will see it give it to you first, and it is free. So please don't act like an ignorant person. Use the opportunities that and the tools that are available. Know how to use them well. Are we together? So networking can be like, we have physical workshop events, like physical events. There are also job fair events. So when you go to much of those events, you can have speed interviews. Those speed interviews can land you almost immediate jobs, because those people are ready to take the people that are there, and then it is easy for you to pitch yourself to people. So you network, and do well to network with more HR professionals. But when you're networking with an HR professionals, like in LinkedIn, sending a DM to them, you are not sending a DM out of confusion. You have made your research. Now you make your research based on, you check the industry that you want to work, right? Take for example, you know that you've checked so much of money points. For me now, I like money points, and then I know like the problem that they are lacking, and I know that they have an opening for that role. If I connect with the HR, after a while I engage on our post, and then next I send a DM to her. Oh, I like this that you are doing. Not immediate, because some people just go to their DMs and say, oh, blah 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 blah, I'm looking for job, help me. It's very very wrong. It's very very unprofessional. So later on, you can say, "Oh, I saw a job ad. I believe I'm best fit for this role." Say something that personally interests you, and also your enthusiasm for the job also states that you have applied. So that is a first hand. This is also going to be said, like even in this content here. So much of that. So let's move to the next slide. Yeah. So optimizing job platforms, and I think we've done this. Okay, no, no. So optimizing job platforms, I've said a little on this. I've said a little on this, so that you should create tailored job alerts based on your skills and preference. So on those job platforms, you create alerts. There are some like Jobbermans, there are Job Mass. you create alert for your skill, because you have to sign in those platforms, and then you'll be asked to select upload your CV, and then also select the alert. So you select the alert. So when you get those alerts, you check the industry, check if it's something that is aligned to you, then you apply. So that means your application now with your CV and your cover letter, just as we have discussed. Then also use keywords that are in your niche, keywords that are related to your job, and then also regularly update your CV or resume. Just like I said, your CV and your resume is a key way the recruiter can know you. So you have to invest in it. You have to invest in it. And also be very proactive. Give me a minute. So if you are applying, you are job hunting, you must be hungry. So the idea of people, sorry about the noise. The idea of people thinking that, oh, job application or job search is a I'm just going to sit at home, when anybody send me any job or somebody see any job, they will send to me and I will get it. No, you have to be very aggressive in job search, and you must know that it is hard. That is what I started with. It is not easy. It is a full-time job. So you must set aside particular hour to what hour that you are going to use to search for job. Take for example, in a day after you have taken your bath and all. Before now, there is nothing like online. There is nothing like applying online. You have to take your bath and go out, dress up like more than somebody that is even working, and then go from company to company. In fact, you will pay transport to company, and then at the end of the day, with your file. I don't know if people knew that era. I don't know if this sounds funny to you, but that era, you have to go and look for job. Like you are very serious. Yes, thank God. Thank God in this Gen Z area that you are now. You have to wear suit and tie, take your profile in a rubber, your documents in a rubber profile, and then you go ahead to look for job. It was not easy. So you can't expect it to be so you must take it very serious. Very, very serious. Don't let anybody get into your head. And another thing is, the issue people have is, oh, just relaxing, and then that period they now started commenting on different people's profile, start sounding frustrated, saying there is no job. Please don't get into that. The moment you start getting into doubt of yourself, of getting a job, it makes your job search longer. Instead, go and look for where you are going to see job opportunities. Actively and proactively look for job. Are you getting me? If you are getting what I'm saying and it is relatable to you, please let me know. Actively and proactively look for job. Look for job like, if you if you if you miss today opportunity, it is gone. Because recruiter put out opportunities every day. I mean every day. And the fastest to apply are those who have the chance. You will find out on LinkedIn that after 100 people apply, you cannot apply again in less than 2 seconds. That is why you have to get your alert right. You have to be on all the platforms. You have to be serious. You have to take it as a job. And then you set a target that, okay, in the next, you set a target that in the next 2 to 3 months, or in the next 1 month, in the next 2 weeks, you are going to search for a job aggressively, and then you are going to get it, because you are going to do it smartly with the right job search strategies, just like I'm telling you now. So I want you to take this serious. This is not just an event where you just come, hear anything, and then that's all. No, you're going to take it serious because you're going to implement it. So I hope that we are taking down notes. I hope we are taking down notes, all right? Okay, so we can move to the next slide. All right, so the next slide says, oh, hold on. My phone. Can you hear me? Okay. So please, you can hear me. Let me see
Yes, yes,
reactions on
yes,
my
we can hear
phone.
you.
All right. Okay, so I had said this earlier about networking. You attend industry events, also virtual webinars, engage on LinkedIn. So this is very important. And if you remember yesterday, I said that in creating your CV and all of that, you should also have a brand, a personal brand presence. That means you're actively engaging. Some of the times people post job in between their content, like they don't even put it at the front like hiring. They just put it in between, and it is people who are always engaging on their profiles that will see it first. So use that period to build yourself. I rarely say this, but really, some people think that during the period of job search is like the worst period of their life. But no, if you know how to take your low period and build with it, sincerely, when you get the job, you are coming out fresh with fire. And then people will be like, how did you do it? It's because you did not spend time rolling around and just blaming the country, blaming yourself all over. You spent that time to build yourself. Me, for me, oh, I don't know how people take it. When I am not able to get something, or when I am low, those are the time where my own brain is working. Those are the time where I am always thinking of what I can do more to make money. Those are the time where I am aggressive in networking, I am engaging, I am building myself. I'm saying this because this is true to me. As at 2020, I was job hunting because I just left the job, my job for a while and had to come back. So I had to job hunt. And within that period, I built my brand. I paid my last card. I could remember very well to join a consistency program. I paid 8,000 naira and I borrowed it because at that moment I didn't have any money. But I have a very strong drive. I knew that this is more than just job hunting. This is me building myself. I could tell you that in that period, I added more skills because every course I paid for, I did it, I completed it, I implemented it. Even if at that time it looked like, oh, I don't need it. But now I am grateful that I did all of that. So do not make that time of your waiting, that time of your job search, to be a period where you are confused, you don't know what to do. No, you know who you are, you know what you want to do, and you do it. Even if that period there's no food, just have that hope because you know you are doing the right thing, and you are then what you are consistent. So when you see people at the end of the day they started writing posts, oh, consistency, it's because of they built something. So this generation of you just go to TikTok and just lamenting, and then they will tell you rant, you are ranting, you are ranting, you are ranting away your life. One day EFCC will just come and carry you. But instead, focus on what can help you. Focus on getting opportunities. This is not funny. It is really serious. It is relatable. And I'm passionate about saying this because I don't want people to just stay and waste that time. And then at the end of the day, skills that they would have built, skills that they would have built, networks that they would have gotten, brands that they would have built will go to waste. So basically, you have to spend more time to engage, spend more time to build your brand, and join communities. I already said this, join communities. There are Slack communities, really, especially for tech professionals. I think from those GitHub, you're able to get even to go into some communities, and also WhatsApp group. Then reach out. Yeah, these are time to go what? Go into mentorship. Go to people that you have seen them. Don't just go to anybody. I want to be a mentor, because that's how you are a tech person and you go to meet an HR. I want you to be my mentor. What does the person want to mentor you in? No, because I told you from the beginning when we started that you must have at least 10 people that you have studied, that this is who I want to become. This is the example of the person I want to become in the nearest future. You are now going to that person and then you now ask for mentorship. Do you understand? Don't just ask for mentorship randomly. And there is difference between mentorship and coaching. There are people that are career coach. They can coach you, just like similar to what I'm doing. They coach you on what you need to do, the steps you need to take for your career. But mentorship is what is that career directly inclusive, like the person that is currently doing what you want to become as, or what you want to do, so the person can teach you in the line of that what that job. So that's what it is. Are you getting me? All right. So yeah, so we can go to the next slide. So now these are the common mistakes that people do in their job search. And we talked about the CV, one size fits all. So you just jump out all the work experience. You can imagine you are applying as internship, and then you are posting that I am a founder in so 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 so. You are writing that you worked as a manager in so so so. Who need it? Nobody needs it. So you must not make your CV one size fit all, that you have a NGO, so you will make them feel threatened in their job. No, your CV is not one size fit all, your resume is not one size fit all, also your cover letter is not one size fit all. Cover letter in that sense is the cover letter you send as a teacher, that you are looking for a job as a teacher, the one you send as the job you are looking for a virtual assistant. No, don't have something as such. You have streamlined CV. Why? Because you already know the job you want to search for. You already know the industry you want to search for. And definitely your cover letter is always supposed to be edited, because you are sending personalized letter to personalized companies so that you can apply directly. So that's basically for that. Then also ignoring job requirements. This is very important. As an HR, it is more important for me, because what I put in my job requirements are the most important things. Take for example the job descriptions. The job descriptions, much of them should be in the experience of what the person has done. Even if the person apply as an accountant, and what me I'm looking for is for someone that knows how to do bank reconciliation. If there is no bank reconciliation in his JD, even if he has worked as an accountant, I might likely not pick it, because I might believe he does not have experience in that. Then other job requirements can be like, oh, the skills, specific skills. Oh, I want to recruit for a front end developer. Does the person know how to do React? So that those kind of skills must be in your CV. Are you understanding? So don't ignore those job requirements. If you have the requirement in it, put it in your CV and your cover letter, especially if the HR is specific of that job requirement, because that is what is more important to them. Job requirement is like what is required to do the job. So you must have it. So that's the reason why most of your applications are ignored, because you don't even have the job requirements for that role. You do not have the job requirement for that role. So you must have the job requirement. If you know that you don't have the job requirement, please do not apply. Don't just always believe in luck. I don't say that there is no luck, but don't always believe in luck. If you don't have the job requirement, except with the spirit of God that say you should apply, please don't apply. You are wasting your CV. And person like me and many HR, if I spot your CV, you apply, I posted, I'm looking for sales rep, you applied. Another day I posted, I'm looking for front desk, you applied. With the same CV, the same things. Another day I posted, I'm looking for manager, you apply. If I see your CV, even though it now correlates with the best something I'm looking for, I will not even take you anymore, because I feel you are confused and you don't know what you want. That means you are not good in any of the things that you did. So that is why you must have clarity. That is why you must have focus. That is why you must know what job you want to do, what you want to be in field. These things are very important and foundation to your job search. Are we together? Or if I am saying sacrilegious things, please let me know, because I know I'm not. So let me see your reactions if you're understanding what I'm saying. Hope we are not sleeping on this space. Okay. All right. Can we hear me? All right, Aisha. Okay. So now, the next thing will now be about interviews, not preparing for interview in advance. So you are expected to prepare for interviews. That is when you have gotten an invite. Those are part of the mistake we do in our job search. I think we'll talk about that more in interviewing. Then also failing to follow up after an interview. So let's go to the next, please. All right, so now interview preparation. This is the basic for interview preparation. When you have been in the moment, in fact, if for example you are sent an invite and the invite is tomorrow, the moment you get the invite, these are the basic things you do. Even if when you are applying for the job, you research, you just saw that, oh, they just wrote a technological kiniko and you didn't read through, you are now going to do as if you have an exam. So this is what the school did for us. School make us see that to be able to pass, you need to do an exam. Do you know why? They want to know if what you really know you can. They want to test what you really know, so as to what, certify you that yes, you are good to go to the next level. That is what an interview is. An interview is a test of what? Your knowledge, a test of your experience. So it means that you must be prepared. Please write it in the comments and in that chat that I said you must be prepared. You cannot go to an interview shabbily. It's just the way you are preparing for an exam. Have you ever, in preparing for an exam, and they would have set the examination date. That your exam is next week, and then you just do anything and then just go there. No, you have to prepare very seriously. You have to prepare for your exam. You have to start reading days ahead, or sometimes even months. You will read your lecturer book, you will read again and again, you will cram. So it's just that same thing. You are to prepare like I told you that job search is like what? It's full day work. So this one too is part of it because you have to prepare. Some of the times you have to buy clothes. So because you have to look good. You can't go shabbily. Sometimes you can borrow clothes, it's not bad. Borrow it so that you can be able to save your money. But what I'm trying to say is you are preparing. You make sure that you prepare for the for it. So it's like an exam, as I said. So in preparing for an exam, you are not just starting the moment you are in the interviewer's office. What is even this company name? Oh, I didn't even know the company full name. No. What does the company do? Oh, what product do they sell? No. You must know it. You must even go as far as going to their social media account to check what people are saying about it. Why? Because it will give you streamlined conversation to make the people know that yes, this person know about our company and is interested in working with us. So that's where it comes to what? Researching about the company. You would research about the company in a way that you are almost able to know how to solve their problems. You are bringing ideas to them. That's how you are researching. You are not researching just to read up. No, you are researching to know how well this company culture aligns with yours. You are researching to know how well this company future mission and vision aligns with yours. Those are what you are checking out. You're not just checking out them, you're checking out their products, how they have advanced in their product over time. You are checking out so many things because this will also help you in choosing the right company, because there are some companies that are liars. On the social media they have bad reviews, so you must check all of those out. Do they have bad reviews? What are people that have worked there said about them? So research about the companies, then prepare using what the STAR method: situation, task, action and results. What does that mean? What's the situation of the company? Also, what is the task that you are expected to do? What task? Then what's your action and what is the result of your action? So those are things that you must what? Pay attention to by in preparing your story, because in answering interview question you are expected to and most of the times when we ask that question, like technical questions, like situational questions, like you ask you that, oh, what would you do in this scenario? That means a situation is being given to you, so you are able to align that situation to a task, and then you provide a solution, which is an action, and then the result. So you're able to relate it to your experience. So if you are being asked, what do? You'll be like, oh, what can you do in this situation? You answer based from your experience. You don't answer like I don't know, I think, I hope. No, you answer and give something relatable that you have done. And some of the time, if you don't have exactly, you can also give in such situation what you will do, so you don't sound like you don't even have intuition, or you can't take initiative. So if it even if it doesn't happen at all, because you can be able to think of an initiative, you can say the situation like this is what you will do. It doesn't mean you are lying. It's because you can take initiative, and because you can be able to imagine the situation and solve the problem. Some of the times it even makes you pass much more intelligently. So that's it. So also practice common interview questions. There are a lot of videos on YouTube for common interview questions. So it is important to do that, like in answering questions like what do you tell me about yourself. So you don't start saying you are from Ondo State, you are 2 feet tall. No, you are saying directly what you're supposed to say. I think we might see that in this in still this section. Then also plan your outfit, definitely. Also your logistics. That means that if you are going to the island and then you are on the mainland, you should go like 2 to 3 hours ahead. You're not supposed to go late. So plan your, also if it is going to be a virtual interview, make sure you have data. Make sure you are where the network is good. Don't start planning when it is 1 hour two or 2 hours two. And even if you have a virtual interview, ensure you dress well and show yourself at least from the top to half of your body. Show it fully. Put the phone a bit far that you can demonstrate. They can see you, you're demonstrating, you're talking, so they don't think that you are reading from a book or something. Those are important things and basics for preparation. Let's move quickly to the next slide. I think we're running out of time. This is a very practical set. We might break it into the next session. Let's move next. Okay, so types of interviews and how to ace them. Oh, definitely, there are phone interviews. So during these phone interviews, as an HR, I can just call to know a few informations, maybe from what you have said in your CV. I want to know if you have really done them. You can just have a phone. So when you are being asked, there's no need to be saying and no, just go concise and clear. And there are also videos that you can watch. Just go concise and clear. And there are also video interviews. Can you hear me? All right. I have told us how to answer video interview questions. I have told us to dress professionally. Also, so even in virtual, ensure you make sure you have eye contact. As you're talking to them, you're looking at them. You're not looking down. You're not looking sideways. Because when you are looking down or sideways, it shows that you do not have confidence. So confidence that you are looking at them and you are demonstrating. That is what you're supposed to do. That is what you're supposed to do. So just like I am now, a little bit, I just want to do the practical, a little bit far from yourself, and then they're able to see that you're talking, you're demonstrating, you're looking directly to the camera if it is virtual. But physical, you're talking to them, you're demonstrating, and you're looking to them directly. It shows you have confidence when you're talking. So that is what, because the confidence means that, oh, you know what you're saying, right? So that's exactly what it is. Sorry, I want to see off my camera. All right. So that's for video interviews. For panel interviews, you address everyone. When you're greeting, you address everyone. When you're talking, you don't say you guys. Please. Please, guys, don't say you guys. It's disrespectful. Don't say you guys when you're addressing people. Please don't. It is very disrespectful. It's not a good ethic. You say, oh, you can use order like we or as sir and ma. You can use that, but don't say you guys. It's not respectful. It has even sent someone off the interview immediately because he mentioned that. Because there are some employers that are very strong on ethics. So don't use such words and address people respectively. Don't use all those all those I think there are some words now that Gen Z use, all those slangs. Don't use it in interviews. Be professional. That's what work settings help you to do. It helps you to be professional. Then technical interviews, like your maybe if you're tech, and then maybe about maybe accounting. There are some technical questions that you may be asked. Prepare ahead of time all of those, like for coding. Prepare ahead of time, like the likely. You can also check on YouTube relating to the course or to relating to the job. There are some likely test-based questions. Also, you can do well to solve test assessment like Jobberman test assessment, test Gorilla test assessment by yourself to see how well you can do, because such assessments are also being given. I know I'm saying a lot, and I don't know if you're taking jots, because these are very important things that you might not always hear. All right, so let's go to the next. Okay, okay, yeah, and checking Glassdoor for company interview, that's important. So the also post interview, now after the interview you are to actually take actions, especially when you have affirmation, because you will know when you do well in an interview. You will definitely know. Some HR hides it, but some HR will do well to tell you that, oh, we have a wonderful session with you, and they're not lying. So you will know when you do well in an interview, so you could go to follow up from there. But when you know you did not do well, I don't think there's really any need for you to follow up, but it is still okay to follow up. But when you know you did very well, ensure you send a mail, not immediately after the interview. Well, in some cases, when you have a more relational talk with that HR, because there are some HR that relates with you even on a personal level and makes you very comfortable, you can send them a thank you note saying that you'll be expecting their response, right? Then after a week, if you do not get a response, yeah, if you do not get a response, you have to send them a mail. You have to send them a mail to talk about your interest, to show your enthusiasm and what you're bringing to the table, and as expecting a response from them. Yeah, yeah. And then also that is actually how you can track your progress and follow up if no feedback is received. So after you have sent that kind of mail, if you don't get a response, an extra tip you can do is you can look for them on maybe TikTok or LinkedIn and send them a direct DM. So they will definitely tell you if the role has been taken, or normally an HR is supposed to reply a rejection mail if they are not going to select you for that role, basically. So you have to reflect on your performance and areas to improve. So if you are being sent a rejection mail, you can also do well to tell them to highlight what area you need to improve. It will just, some people they do, especially when you are able to direct that question. It is also advised, if you had a connection with them on LinkedIn, to message them to just please tell you areas you need to improve on your performance, and likely and definitely they will. Some of them will. But irrespective, you too should find out all of those areas. I think from these lessons that we are having, you're able to find out the areas you need to work on and then start getting better on it. So let's go to the next slide. Yeah. So now, tools and resources that you need, very important tools like your LinkedIn for job search, important tools. I've already talked about that. Then Canva is not so good for resume design, except if you are designing your portfolio. But I already showed us how to use how to design your resume. You can use Microsoft. There's Microsoft. You just check how to design your resume with Microsoft. So Microsoft have some traditional templates. Then you can now edit on ChatGPT, as I said, and then put it on such templates. So, and I already gave us some templates already. So except your UI designer, because Canva gives you like colored, and your CV is not to be over colorful or graphic. It's not a graphic. It's a CV. So you make it clear. You make the colors just clear. If you want to use one color, or you're supposed to use maybe one color or draw. If it's two color, ensure that you you arrange it. But if you know you cannot do the arrangement, just put black all through. Font that is readable.
I
These
feel
things are
like
very important. Yeah.
yeah, we have about just like 2 minutes left to round up.
I don't know if we can wrap up, and then that was what I was trying to say, that maybe we might take the remaining. How many
We
slides
have
do
a
we have
slide left.
left?
A slide.
Eh?
We have
You
a
said?
slide left.
All right, so that means we have come to the end. So let's go to the next. So the final step is, stay consistent and organized. Treat job search like a job. I already said that. Build your personal brand alongside applications. Very important. Then celebrate your small wins and stay encouraged. Thank you all for joining me. I am super excited to have shared this. I'll also be expecting our questions maybe now and next week. Yeah, awesome.
Thank you so much, Fumlayo. Thank you. I know it was not like a comfortable position for you, but thank you for still sticking to do this. We appreciate it. Thank you to everyone also for staying for this long. We apologize for the extension of time. And so we'll be sharing the slides that we've been using for the past 3 sessions with the participants, and the initial work, I think the workbook that you said to create. So next week will be our final session. And yes, so thank you everyone for attending. If we have any question, let's ensure to drop it in the chat, or is someone raising their hand? If you have any question, let's ensure to drop it in the chat, or we could also drop it in the community, and we'll definitely communicate it with Live. So yes, we appreciate you once again, Fumlaya, for taking time out and for
You're
inviting us in this
welcome.
area. Thank you so much. Let's all have a great day, and we'll see you next week by God's grace.
All right, bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.